Larissa Curley, and I am here again to ask for your vote as Library Trustee in the May 12, 2018 election. I bring to the trustees many years of experience both volunteering and working in public and in school libraries. This will be my third term as Library Trustee, and it is a position that I love. Our library is a vibrant part of the Pembroke community, and it's exciting to be a part of it. The library is, of course, for getting reading materials and doing research, but it's so much more now. Our library staff are all very busy creating book displays, running various programs, helping users with computers, and researching and answering various questions on many subjects. In addition to books, the library has audiobooks, e-books, mobile data hotspots, music on CDs, and more. We have adult programs such as the Knitting Club, Movie Time, and crafting groups. The staff has also helped adults in researching their genealogy, writing resumes, and job search functions. Our children and teen programs include story time, Lego clubs, computer clubs, as well as a session for girls who code. There are also vacation and summer reading programs. During the storms in March, when so many lost power for days, the library was a shelter and a warming station where you could go to power up your mobile devices, get hot food and coffee, and stay overnight for those that needed it. The library staff put in extra hours to keep the library open. I am the liaison between the Board of Trustees and the Pembroke Public Library Foundation, which is a group formed to raise money for capital projects at the library. So please vote for me in the election of May 12th. And by the way, that's my birthday. So make your present to me your vote for me.
Hi, my name is Jim Agnew, and I'm a 2018 candidate for the Pembroke School Committee. And I believe serving on this committee to be a true privilege. Today I'm asking for your vote on Saturday, May 12th. I've been a resident of the Pembroke community for over 14 years, along with my wife Chris and our three boys, Ryan, Sean, and CJ. We've all been active members in the community. Our oldest son, Ryan, graduated from the high school back in 2013, and he went on to the University of North Carolina and now is working in Charlotte. Sean's a junior at Pembroke High School, and our youngest son, CJ, is a fifth grader at Hobblemock Elementary School. In 2016, I was fortunate to serve on the search committee for our new school superintendent. At that time, I began to think about a deeper commitment to supporting our school district. After discussions with my family and many Pembroke residents, I made the commitment to seek election this year. I've enjoyed working with the local folks in Pembroke and contributing to organizations such as Pembroke Youth Soccer, Youth Baseball, Cub Scouts, and Boy Scouts. And serving on the school committee is a natural extension of my desire to ensure that Pembroke is a destination community for our families today and for tomorrow. I've been fortunate to spend over 30 years in healthcare and hospital administration. And I see so many similarities between education and healthcare, especially in terms of quality and community engagement. And I believe my experience working with healthcare boards and executive leadership teams will blend well with the needs of our committee members, the school staff, and administration on issues such as academic quality, financial stewardship, and building a culture of innovation and student engagement. You know, Pembroke has such a terrific school system. I want to ensure that we continue to meet and ultimately exceed the performance of our neighboring communities. Our goals should include advancing innovation across three key pillars: academic excellence, athletics, and the creative arts. This can only be accomplished through constructive partnership and transparent communication among our parents, our teachers, and our community leaders. I look forward to supporting Pembroke students, our teachers, and our families in the coming years. And I sincerely thank you for your vote this year. Thank you very much.
Four years ago, I expressed concerns as to the handling of our tax money. We are not able to project revenue nor control spending. We continually overspend revenue by 4% annually. We voted not to change our form of government. In spite of our vote, we have functioned as a town manager. This ignorance of the voters' wishes bypasses advisories, checks and balances in the budget review process, and bypasses our bylaws. Our buildings and roads are in serious disrepair. My selectmen have done nothing to address this. Our infrastructure remains depressed, our taxes increase, our services are stagnant, and our governmental functioning is ignored. There is no transparency, honesty, or accountability. Case in point, this year's public safety override. This year's budget is not fully funded and therefore not level funded either. These override funds to be collected are nothing more than funds to balance the budget. The street monies will have no effect on the overall road improvements. We'll end up with more police and more fire, which is the goal. There is little doubt there's need for change. Our various boards need to be allowed to function as our town government is set up to do. They need to be held accountable to protect us and our money. The town manager article seeks to abolish the DPW and place the water enterprise count at the hands of the selectmen. Abolishing the DPW will allow access for the depletion of reserves available for water resources and allow rates to increase, just like what's happened with our solid waste slush fund. It's time for us to be dealt with in an honest, transparent fashion. Being a selectman is not being a politician with a personal agenda or taking a political posture to get reelected. It's to protect us from poor planning and wasteful spending. A selectman is not elected to take a bloated budget and try to fool the public to get funds to cover it. They're elected to oversee and protect us from this very thing. I will speak from fact, be transparent and forthcoming with information. I know it won't be an easy task to be a selectman, but you will be able to trust me. I have no agendas, no motives. I'm personally tired of the disingenuous treatment, the wasteful spending, and backroom politics. Elect me and I will be your voice. Thank you.
Hello, my name is John Brown, candidate for Pembroke Selectman. To tell you a bit about myself, my family and I came up from Washington, D.C., where I worked for a congressional member and a nonprofit for 12 years. When my wife had the opportunity to come home to Massachusetts, we took it and moved here to Pembroke, where I've been quite active in the community with groups and boards, such as the North Pembroke Elementary School Council, and for the past 3 years, being a member of the Town Advisory Board. These experiences here in Pembroke and the 12 years in D.C. have taught me a lot of what has to be done to help others here in town. The reason why I'm running for the Board of Selectmen is because I want to interject a different perspective to the board while looking for resources and solutions for our town's many up-and-coming issues. I want to aggressively pursue grant money for our town on the state and federal levels. The town of Pembroke signed the Community Compact with the Commonwealth on February 1st of this year, making us the 329th town to sign the compact. I want to help grow small business in Pembroke by working with the Pembroke Chamber of Commerce and reaching out to businesses such as Belk, Corescope, and Takeda Pharmaceutical to see if they would be willing to invest in our town. I want to have an active dialogue with the corporate businesses already in Pembroke so we can find out how these corporate entities can help our community. I want to find the best solutions with my colleagues on the board when I'm elected for our unfunded mandates of health insurance and retirement benefits. I want to continue the process of going from a town administrator to a town manager form of government. Pembroke is a great place to live and raise a family. I want to be your next selectman because I want to use my knowledge and experience in government to help our town grow and prosper by asking more from Beacon Hill and Capitol Hill. I want to make sure we spend free cash on request, not balancing our budget from the year before. I want people to know that Pembroke is not a blip on the radar while going to Hanover or Marshfield. I want to be your next selectman because I want to be greedy for the citizens of Pembroke, to be that squeaky wheel so we can get things done for our citizens. With your help, we can accomplish many things now and the years to come. So don't forget to vote for me, John Brown, on May 12th as your next selectman for the town of Pembroke. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Michelle Burt. I'm running for the office of Board of Selectmen, and I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about myself. I live in Pembroke with my husband, Rich, and our 2 kids, Courtney and Kyle. We actually live in the house that I grew up in, which we purchased from my parents in 1991. I'm a 3rd-generation Pembroke resident, and I think that's why I'm so passionate about the town, because I've lived here my whole entire life. I have both a legal and a business background. I went to college to be a paralegal, and I worked in a law firm for many years before I entered the business world in 1994. Working in a law firm, I was held to a very high standard of professionalism, quality, integrity, confidentiality, and those virtues I instill in my everyday life today. I want you to know that what differentiates me from my opponents is that I'm neither a Democrat or Republican, and I don't have any special allegiance to any political party or group. As an independent, a former selectman, a former Housing Authority Commissioner, a member of the Pembroke Chamber of Commerce, a wife, a mother, a volunteer, and a taxpayer, I feel as though I represent the entire community. My voice, my actions, and my decisions will be based on what is best for Pembroke as a whole, and I request your vote on May 12th.
Hello, I'm Arthur Boyle, a candidate for Pembroke Town Clerk. For the past 17 years, I've been a member of the Pembroke Board of Selectmen, and prior to that, I was a member of the Pembroke and Silver Lake School Committees. Helen and I live on Little Sandy Pond in Bryantville, where we raised our 3 children and our 5 grandchildren right nearby. I'm running for Town Clerk because I believe that I can take an office with little to no technology and work it into a more user-friendly office, including offering services 1 to 2 Saturdays each month to accommodate our commuters and our folks who just don't have time in their daily 8 to 5 lives. I did it in our family business, and I know I can do it here. About 20 years ago, I was told that Pembroke could not establish its own school system. Today, Pembroke High graduates over 200 students in a system with full-day kindergarten, a music program second to none on the South Shore, and competitive athletic programs, as well as buildings that offer solid technology. I was a major player in bringing that forward, and I know I can do the same for the town clerk's office. Whether it's been the pond cleanups or offering staunch support to neighbors of Water Street in stopping a poorly planned 40B project, or for supporting our recycling efforts in town, I've been a community leader and will continue that in the town clerk's office. I ask for your vote on May 12th, Arthur Boyle for town clerk for the town of Pembroke.
Hi, my name is Peg Stroszek. I'm here today to ask for your vote on May 12th as Pembroke's next town clerk. I've worked for the town of Pembroke for 26 years. For the last 10 years, I've been your assistant clerk. In the course of my work in the clerk's office, I've taken, recorded, and transcribed every single motion that's been made on town meeting floor for a decade. Over and over again, we hear one statement. Every time someone from the school committee stands up, we hear it. Be it the DPW, the fire department, the Board of Health, or the police, it doesn't matter. Every department head asks us the same. This statement is continually repeated by every member of the Board of Selectmen. That one specific statement is, we as taxpayers must do what is in Pembroke's best interest. The town of Pembroke is in effect a business, and you, the taxpayers, own this business. The town clerk's position is the one and only job in your business that you still have any choice over, and this is the 3rd time in 45 years you've been able to make that one choice. We as taxpayers must do what is in Pembroke's best interest. Putting a department head in place that admittedly has no hands-on experience simply isn't in Pembroke's best interest. A chief elections officer with no election experience learning on our dime simply isn't in Pembroke's best interest. Choosing a man with no experience over a woman whose experience will ensure a seamless transition on day one simply isn't in Pembroke's best interest. I ask that when you go to the polls on May 12th, you vote Stroszek for town clerk. Simply vote for what is in Pembroke's best interest. I know the job, I know the work. He simply knows none of it. Thank you for your time.